to you. If you would please put your palms together for a meditation reading. All things are impermanent and imperfect. The path to enlightenment is the acceptance of imperfections. A saying by Sen no Rikyu, tea master, 16th century. If you would please join me in Gassho. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. When I first heard the term wabi-sabi, not to be mistaken for wasabi, which is a condiment, but wabi-sabi, I thought it was a slang term that was created by some Japanese young people or whatever. But after further research, I found it to be a concept that was used in tea ceremony. An old definition of wabi meant isolation away from society, and sabi meant withered and degraded. Well, the new meaning of wabi is subdued, simple, fresh, beauty. And sabi means the state or fact of lasting only a short time, temporary. So this term actually originated from tea ceremony. It started in China, where tea ceremony was very ornate, and only the noble and royalty class participated. The teacups were made of precious metal or porcelain, and they were decorated with jewels and jade. They were perfect in size and shape. And tea ceremony then came to Japan. And there was a Japanese Zen monk by the name of Murate Chuko, 1423 to 1502. And he modified the tea ceremony. He introduced the simple, rough wooden cups and clay utensils. Then 100 years later, a tea master by the name of Sen no Rikyu introduced wabi-sabi to the royalty with this design of the tea house. The threshold of the tea house was so low that even the emperor had to bow in order to enter the tea house. And this lowering of the threshold and this bowing was a reminder to all that entered the importance of humility. Even the samurai, when they entered this house, had to leave their weaponry at the door and bow before entering. So, while during the 16th century, the tea ceremony was not limited to just noble royalty or the samurai class. When one entered the tea house, everyone was equal in status. The tea houses were always surrounded by nature. It created a serene, quiet, subdued atmosphere. The only sound made was the whisking of the brush in the teacup and the pouring of the water. It was a time and place of calm, introspective of oneself. Wasabi is derived from the Buddhist teachings of the three marks of existence. Impermanence. Everything changes. Nothing remains the same. Sufferings that we cause others and that we bring upon ourselves. And emptiness or absence of true nature, of self-nature. There was a usage of imperfect cups, some rough in texture, asymmetrical, very simple, and very modest in design and decoration. And this was a reflection of our true self. Imperfect beings. This silence, quiet watching of the tea being prepared gives us that presence to be in the moment. Forget our status and our appearance. It is a time to truly hear, listen, see, touch, smell, and taste. And most importantly, to think. Tea ceremony is a special time. But it's very difficult to become guests to a tea ceremony. Yet we can create our own wabi-sabi moment. If we can slow down, open our eyes and ears to our surroundings. Yet our ego pushes us to not see or hear or taste or smell or to think. Nembutsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Moments of letting go. Clearing the head of all the chaos. Calming and regulating our breathing. Our Nembutsu, a moment of thankfulness, gratitude, and appreciation for having moments of simplicity, humility, and living with all our imperfections. Nembutsu accepts us just as we are, imperfect beings filled with greed, anger, ignorance, and of course, ego. But for just a moment of Namu Amida Butsu, we are living wabi-sabi. If you would please join me in Gasho. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Thank you for tuning in today.